Good morning. Welcome to Paula's Pantry. It's a Saturday morning. No makeup, no hair, because I just finished making some homemade donuts. So that's what we did this morning. We just had some donuts and bacon. But I just wanted to hop on real quick and talk about the Corona religion. That's right. You're thinking, oh, I haven't heard of that church. Oh, but you are a member. You see, if we take any religious belief systems out there, when people couldn't agree, they would break off, right? If we take Christianity, if you had the Catholic Church, and in the Catholic Church there were people that didn't believe everything that the Catholic Church had laid out as dogma, as rules, as guidelines. So we broke off. We had Anglican Church broke off, and then we had, Lutherans break off, and then so on and so forth. Because basically you'll have people that will be together in a church. And eventually there'll be some people within the church that are like, I believe almost everything you're saying, but since you say people can't have purple hair, we really want to have purple hair. So thanks, it's been fun. We're going to go over here and start our own church where we're allowed to have purple hair. You can see it in everything. You can see it in Judaism. You got your Hasidic Jews and, Orthodox. And within that, you can look at the Amish. Not all Amish are of the same sect or the same group. Even the Amish have said, we like everything that you're doing, but we want to have zippers on our clothes, or we want to be able to drive cars, and we can't drive cars if we stay with your group. So we're going to leave and go over here, and we're going to have most of the stuff that you did, but we're going to be able to drive cars. And they become their own group, their own sect. So I see that we're doing the same thing with the coronavirus, because people are choosing what things they're comfortable with and what they want to follow, and they're creating like separate little sects of that. Not sex, sex, SECT. And you can really see it because there's a common thing, little hashtag going around of you do you, I'll do me. And even, I'm going to step back for a second to Christianity. And even within Christianity, people will look at the Bible and everyone interprets it different. You can take one piece of scripture and have 5 people sit down at a table and have them all read it, and they're all going to interpret it slightly different. Or if maybe they don't like what that piece of scripture is saying, they'll say, well, that was for then, not for now. And when the coronavirus first hit the US, and we had those first couple of days of press conferences, there was a fear, there was an unknown, and everyone was like, okay, we get it. We're going to stay at home. Hashtag together alone. Hashtag shelter in place. Hashtag stay at home. I mean, that first week, everyone was on board. Everyone's like, lockdown, stay in the house, don't go anywhere. We're not going anywhere. But humans are funny. And after a little while, it starts to get hard. And it's not novel anymore. And it's not fun. So then people are like, well, do we really have to do that? Some people are like, it's a hoax. It doesn't count. Some people might say, well, I'm outside every day and I didn't get it. Sidebar, go Google survivorship theory. I'll leave that there. And, some people might be like, well, we should wear masks. Masks are necessary. Other people will say, I don't need to wear a mask because it doesn't do anything. Some people might wear gloves. Other people say gloves are useless. That's my dog. Hey. So my point is, people are now creating their own dogma, their own belief system around the coronavirus, COVID-19, and how they are responding to it. And people are creating like their own little churches. So they'll find other people who believe like-minded, who agree with them, and that's who they hang out with. There are still some people that are like, we're not supposed to go outside, so we're not going to go outside. Other people might say, well, I'm only going to hang out with people who have been at home by themselves. They're fine. Or I'm only going to hang out with certain people. You get my point. So my question is, which church of COVID do you belong to? Because we're all now creating our own belief system around this virus. How we're going to structure our lives, what we are and aren't going to do, what we believe to be the truth, what we're putting our faith in. I saw a conversation this morning on a thread on Facebook about the local parks. And some people are like, I need to get outside with my kids. Open up the parks. We're just fine. We're not going to get sick. Just open them up. Other people are like, no, they need to stay closed. So Which church are you in? Which one is the right way? Is there rules that have been laid down by the government? Which government do we listen to? Our states and provinces? Our federal government? Do we go with our own experiences? Maybe if you're immune compromised, you have a different set of rules. It's just something to think about. Because now that it's been a little bit longer, and we live in a country where we are all about, I should be able to do what I want, have my own beliefs. I mean, after all, you look at how the US started, breaking away from England because they didn't want to abide by that governance. They didn't want to submit themselves to that authority. And so we're just kind of doing it again. What's going to happen? Things to ponder. With my coffee cup that says, it's almost faded, but it says, keep calm. Carry on. My dog has his own set of rules.